While any tropical impacts remain very low, it will bring additional rainfall to the southeast and Florida. Good news for the drought. More urgently, the tornado threat has strengthened for today, with the chance for strong tornadoes across North Dakota and northern Minnesota. The active pattern will continue all week, with severe storms circling around a large high-pressure system and impacting the northeast as well. By second 12, text overlay enlarges, strong tornadoes possible today, North Dakota and Minnesota. Quick cut to a map highlighting the hatched significant severe area and 5000 J per kilogram Cape values. Sharp, urgent beep. We have a lot of big updates to cover. Let's get right into the forecast. First, a quick tropical update. The disturbance off the east coast has a 10% chance of development in the next 48 hours and 10% over the next 7 days. It will slowly drift south then west before an approaching front pushes it back out to sea, where it could briefly strengthen. The latest guidance shows a 100% chance of at least a tropical depression by Wednesday, but the chance of becoming a named tropical storm is near zero. Only one ensemble member out of 50 shows that. The system will weaken inland due to dry air and never recover. Even the European AI model shows the same weak solution. There is simply too much dry air surrounding the system, and it will move into an unfavorable environment and get squished. Dust from Africa is also streaming across the Caribbean and the main development region, which will make it hard for anything to form there through early July. Despite the lack of organization, this disturbance will bring welcome rainfall to the southeast and Florida through the end of the week. It will help with the drought but will not end it. Looking further ahead, the Western Caribbean and Gulf could become more favorable later in July, especially with the Central American gyre pattern possible. But for now, the main story is the severe weather. We already had 2 tornado reports yesterday, one in North Dakota and one in Florida, and the threat has grown for today. We have a chance for strong tornadoes today, with the Storm Prediction Center outlining a significant severe threat that includes hatched areas for 75 miles per hour winds and 2-inch diameter hail. Very rich moisture with dew points in the high 70s and extreme instability exceeding 5000 joules per kilogram will fuel explosive thunderstorm development. The highest tornado threat today is across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Supercells that form ahead of a negatively tilted trough will easily spin up strong tornadoes. The significant tornado parameter values are elevated, peaking later this evening. Storms will build over Minnesota this morning but really intensify over North Dakota later this afternoon and evening. If discrete supercells can stay out in front of the main line, that's where the strong tornado risk will be maximized. Overnight, the storms will shift across northern Minnesota and into Wisconsin. By Tuesday, the severe weather pattern resets and targets northern Wisconsin, the upper peninsula of Michigan, and eventually the northeast. The high-pressure ridge will force storms to ride around its eastern edge, enhancing wind shear and severe potential. Tuesday will bring a heightened tornado threat to Wisconsin and upper Michigan, with damaging winds of 50 to 70 miles per hour possible. The tornado threat extends into the thumb of Michigan and across New York toward Long Island. The Storm Prediction Center has added a marginal risk for Wednesday as well, continuing the threat across the Northeast. I expect these risks to be upgraded in future outlooks, with all hazards on the table each day. Looking at the extended forecast, Colorado State University's experimental guidance shows the northern half of the lower 48 under a severe weather risk right through the weekend and into next week. This is a prolonged, active pattern with daily severe chances. For today, know your cities and states at risk. The tornado threat covers North Dakota and northern Minnesota. The significant wind threat with gusts over 75 miles per hour reaches from the Dakotas into western Minnesota, Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, and even Texas and Oklahoma. The significant hail threat with 2-inch diameter stones is also in place across the northern plains. Tomorrow, the cities and states at risk for tornadoes shift east into Wisconsin, upper Michigan, and the northeast. The wind threat follows, with 50 to 70 miles per hour gusts, and the hail threat with significant severe possible over Wisconsin and Michigan. Wednesday will see the marginal risk continue in the northeast, with chances for winds and tornadoes that could be upgraded. This is an all-week event for many of you, so stay alert. A strong tornado threat exists today in the northern plains, followed by a multi-day severe weather episode that will circle the high pressure and impact the Great Lakes and northeast through the week. The tropical disturbance off the southeast coast will bring beneficial rain but little else. Make sure you have multiple ways to receive warnings, especially if you live in the hatched risk areas today. Subscribe with notifications on for live updates. We will keep you updated on any changes, and if conditions worsen, we'll be right here with another update.